I said don't wear yourself out.
Ah, welcome back, everyone. We're flying the new plane released today.
Howard Hughes NX-25.
Well, no, it's just the Howard NX-25 in GTA terms, and it's the Hughes H-1 Racer in reality terms. It's almost identical. There's a few things that aren't exactly identical, like a couple things with the nose cone, and then the angle of the support arm on the wheel. But other than that, it's pretty close. Every rivet, everything. It's a gorgeous plane. So let's get some flying in. Johnny says, the perfect plane for me to crash into. Yes. Got some shitty weather today.
Yeah, not too pretty.
It's not too pretty. Let's get into it, I guess. It's got a nice wing angle. Johnny says, LOL, it's actually one of my favorites in the new planes. Yes, the Howard Hughes, the H-1 Racer. If I'm not correct, I believe this was the first uni-wing aircraft. Because I believe it was him that took the two wings, or took the top wing off a biplane and say, let's fly this. And then they perfected the design, and they made this. Reaching speeds of 352. And I don't know if that's miles per hour or if that's knots. But I think that's knots. Right, Casey? That'd be knots, wouldn't it?
I think the measurement for the common folk was miles per hour.
Yeah, you know, I also really like it when people watch movies and not mute their mic.
Yeah.
I am gonna cry about it, Tony. Does my friendship to you matter?
Just acquaintances?
Just acquaintances.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh. That's
that
literally become a
That's
meme.
Hilarious. I think I'm having a heart attack.
Demi Lovato sung that song. Okay.
Copyright.
My current street, I live out in the middle of nowhere. I do that on a regular basis.
To the dumpster?
Pixar didn't happen. They don't make a censored pole long enough for me.
Oh yeah, I don't think you are capable of walking 500 miles.
No.
Oh Lord. You better hope your mic's off. Oh, that's right. You're one of them freaks. You're gonna have to repeat it yourself, on you.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Leave him out of the joke, because he says our opinions don't matter, so leave him out of the joke.
Oh. Wow.
Why? Yeah, I steal your jobs, alright.
3107 has arrived.
Is that why you work at McDonald's? What other job as a 2% black man?
You actually work at McDonald's?
Yeah, I know. What a low life job.
Shut up. Your wife.
My wife works in a pharmacy.
She used to work at McDonald's.
That was when she was young.
Well, that's Tony's young, so...
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I got him.
Are you ready, Casey?
Dude, Joe, I walked into
Casey, are you
no.
ready?
Okay, fine, yes.
Okay.
What are we doing? Crossover brake?
I want you to brake. You ready?
Yeah, I'm braking right.
I'm gonna
crash
crash
ready
this thing.
now. You jock the feet.
Oh Jesus! Boy, this thing is it's touchy.
Anyway, I walked into the place, that franchise that Carrie works in.
The Walgreens franchise. Yes.
Yeah, I walked into Walgreens, and I swear there was this lady working at the counter, and she literally looked like Carrie, and I was like, oh my God, Joe's been lying the whole time he lives here in Florida.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
What?
Anthony.
I don't get that joke.
Go to your room.
Go to your room, Anthony. Go to your non-gaming room. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's me.
Casey, where'd you go?
Shh. That's not even funny. That's only you,
mildly
alright?
inappropriate. Yeah, that's like what you...
For a political discussion.
Johnny says, hey, everybody's got to start somewhere, and I'll have you know that McDonald's is one of the premier employers that helps pay tuition for college kids that can't afford to. That's America right there. Education on poor health care. That's not true. That's not true. Only some of them are.
Only the ones you actually encounter.
Do you know, Johnny, do you know what doesn't pay for the tuition? The ice cream machine, because it's always broken. Ooh, Casey, do some fucking barrel rolls in this thing.
Barrel rolls?
Yeah, it turns like a mother. Of course, I think that just
barrel
could be
rolls?
your plane.
Shit. About lost my control doing barrel roll. Ow.
The cockpit of this thing is gorgeous.
Oh my God, he's getting on GTA. Hey, Brony Shram.
Brony Shram. All right, Johnny. Shall we try? Shall we try the hole? I'm gonna try it. I've got to find it first.
It's way up there.
This plane sounds really good. Okay. Okay, Tony. I don't know about that. Wow, Tony. Okay, Tony. That sounds like something someone that works at McDonald's would say.
Roasted.
That's just being lazy.
I think she is a child and she had her birth certificate edited.
All
the parameters are fit.
You think she's legitimate?
I think literally every parameter for being a child.
It's possible. But
hey,
she went through school legitimately, so either she's a child genius in that case, for being younger but being in college. Oh come on!
He didn't make it.
Oh come on!
Oh, here I go. Okay.
Alright, we're just gonna hang out underwater. Oh! Right next to me. Cool!
The Havoc?
Wow,
what the hell's
Casey,
a Havoc?
We got our planes facing the exact same direction.
Havoc. Oh,
right next to each other.
Hey, remember how it's a, well, as you would call it, a Robinson?
Robinson Crusoe?
Because you don't know how to say your ends. So it's not a Robinson. You said you called it a Robinson.
Wait. So if he came up here to the south, right, or if he came down here to the south, and he saw a robin, would he be like, "Wow, look at that Robus"?
Robin.
look
Robinson.
at that! Look at that rabbit! Oh Jesus, Casey!
Come on. Got him.
You like shooting?
Oh, look, he didn't die. He's hanging on to him. That was hilarious. He looked... Okay. Get off my jet ski. Oh!
I wasn't trying to shoot you. I'm trying to go down to this body. Where's the body? What? Oh, Casey, bad news.
What?
He was black.
That's bad. We're gonna have some riots
we're
to
gonna
deal
get some
with.
riots, yeah.
The NFL is gonna be taking a knee as a whole. I don't know either. It's kind of like every single game they're like, okay, so now we have to see if the teams are gonna take a knee or stand up on the sideline. This is the biggest part of the game.
Johnny says it's a hate crime. I just had why is my
Maybe.
alarm going off? Oh, because it's 5:20. I don't care. Like, honestly, you do you, man. I'm not here. You're.
They don't even have family.
I've got I had family in the military. All three of my grandfathers, and I say all three because my sister's husband has a grandfather, so I technically got another one. I could care honestly. I don't know.
He said he likes to kneel on the American flag.
I have three grandfathers, and all three of them fought in World War II. Okay. And honestly, I don't think that they care about people kneeling for the national anthem. Because, I mean, they fought for the right for people to express that kind of speech, you know? They don't ask for respect. I mean, it's a lot of people give them respect, and that's, that's great and all. But they're not like I fought for your freedom, so show me respect. They're like, I fought for freedom. Can you just leave me alone so I can live out my days in peace? You know? Yeah, I agree. No, we brought it up because we shot a black man in GTA, and then it came on to, oh wow, Casey. Yeah, put us right in a gang attack, Casey. Yeah.
This is the only way to get out of here. Atlanta Seahawks?
That one bird. Yeah. Yeah, now it's just to spite Trump. Now that's why they're doing it. Now they're doing it to spite Trump. Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah.
get the motorcyclist.
Get the motorcyclist.
Yes.
I got him.
Get his motorcycle.
I have his motorcycle.
Come this way. I got a plane for us.
Is this invite only? Yeah, it is, I think.
You might need to let me drive. Go here. Go here.
No, yeah, no. My thing is like, express your speech how you want. Just don't be hateful with it, you know. And I say that towards, I don't just say that towards people that kneel for the anthem and stuff. I say that to the white assholes down in whatever southern state it was, with the tiki torches. With the tiki torches, you know, they dress like, you know, they're college gate boys with, you know, nice button-up shirts and shit. You know, like, those guys are assholes too, you know. Because, okay, so there's disrespect for the American people on both sides, right? Because if you think about it, you know, it all comes down to veterans. No joke. It all comes down to veterans that have fought in legitimate wars that were legitimately for freedom.
Hey,
And the
turn
only
right.
wars we fought that were legitimately that way were
Right again.
World War II. And that was barely. I mean, the only reason we got involved with that was because of Pearl Harbor, but that's another story. Anyways, it all comes down to veterans because, and it's disrespectful on both sides to veterans. So, like I said, once again, it all comes down to veterans. The people that won't stand for the national anthem fail to recognize, like you said, Onya, the debt that those veterans paid, the ones that fought in a war that was legitimately for freedom. The rest of them, I mean, yes, they're respectful, they are still veterans, but was it legitimately a war that fought for America's legitimate freedom, like our freedom? You know, there's a difference between thank you for your service and, you know, a veteran who fought for our freedom, like an imminent danger to our freedom. So, like I said, by not standing for the anthem, you're disrespecting the fact that that was the symbol and the icon that those veterans fought for. And the white nationalists are being disrespectful to veterans because they have pledged themselves to I don't want to say allegiance, but they've pledged themselves to a lifestyle that veterans literally went to war against in World War II. So it's, like I said, it all comes down to veterans. It all comes down to what they fought and died for. And it's disrespectful on both sides of the agenda of what they're doing. You know, holding white supremacist things, you know, doing Nazi salutes, carrying around a bunch of Nazi flags, you know. And then there's not standing for the national anthem. Now, one is obviously much more severe than the other. I see the white Nazi flags, you know, the Black Panther flags, you know, the terrorist groups, the hate groups, and you know, the ones that would literally go, you know, and cause more divide simply because there is divide to begin with. So because there is obvious natural human divide, there's going to be more divide because that's the way they want it.
Oh, dang it.
Let me go get my Texan, Casey. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I agree. I agree. You know, a lot of these football players didn't start doing their protests until after until after Colin Kaepernick first did it. And after that, it became sort of a publicity thing. With the white nationalists, they still get coverage. They still get lots of coverage. I'd even say almost equal up to the amount of coverage that a newscast would get because, you know, CNN, Fox News, like 100% of these larger news networks covered the Tiki Torch protests, and they got more coverage when someone got ran over and killed by a white nationalist, you know. So I mean, they're both pretty equal in the severity of what they're doing, and I'd say they're both pretty. That's unfortunately that's the only equality that right now these groups see in each other is the severity of what they're doing. Now they may not say that, oh well, we're just standing out here, with tiki torches. They're, disrespecting the country, on TV. It's like, well, your group is also associated with the murder of somebody. So she actually had a heart attack. The vehicle didn't hit her. Still a disgusting. Yeah, I agree. Any act of violence, any act of violence based on race is unwarranted and unneeded. And unfortunately, there's a large portion of America that is still guilty of that fact. So I think I was going to take off. So I think the thing we're gonna have to worry about, I don't say worry about, but realize is that both styles of groups will always hate each other. Both styles of groups will never, show up to a protest peacefully. Now, obviously, the protest on the national anthem isn't violent, it's just coverage. The protests that, involve, Washington D.C., Berkeley, and the ones in Charleston, or whichever place it was, everyone shows up with something. Because everyone's like, well, the other side is going to show up with this, that, and the other, so I'm going to show up with this, that, and the other. And unfortunately, the very first group, it doesn't matter which one, to bring anything, a mask, a bat, a shield, a weapon, anything that could be used against the other side in offense or even defense, sparked the physical war. And yeah, there's still a physical war, even if they're not actually doing anything. For instance, the Cold War, nothing ever really happened, but we showed up with big sticks, didn't we? Everyone, both sides, both Russia and the United States showed up with big-ass sticks the whole time. Stared each other down. Happened multiple times where there was serious times where nuclear holocaust was really possible. And that's what's happening here. And hopefully it's going to have the same sort of ending resolve as to the Cold War, where one side one side will ultimately see their error, and then we can live out our days not necessarily coexisting completely peacefully, but not at each other's throats all the time. So my thought is, if you show up to, a rally with tiki torches and guns, or you show up to a rally with clubs and masks, you're not going there to protest. You're going there to prove a point and be ready to defend your point violently. Okay? Now, I understand defending a point, okay, and proving your point, but to do it with violence is almost I want to say it's almost uneducated to do that. And I can probably say with confidence that the people that will violently protest on both sides are probably not as educated as, say, someone with a standard education. Now, there's still racists that are educated and wealthy. But most people that are educated, legitimately educated, good education, they're smart, they're intelligent, they have a good IQ, they're generally proven not to be as racist. I can't cite that fact, but that's generally what I believe. Well, it's not really a fact if I believe it, but it's something that I think is true, and I've noticed it. Because I've been around people that are dumb, and I've been around people that are pretty smart. And the ones that are pretty smart generally tend to be less racist, less divided, more unified, and the ones that are less educated generally tend to be a little bit more racist, simply because a lot of this division comes from family taught values. Now I use that term very loosely, but family taught values, our generation is really young, and we're seeing the bad end of it. Okay, it came from the 1960s, ever since the Civil War ended, and the Civil Rights Movement. We're seeing the tail end of the whip. Times are certainly not as bad as 1860 or 1960. Things are not as bad, but we're still seeing the tail end of it because the generation that we're dealing with, their parents directly dealt with immediate racism from police, immediate racism from you know, people that were not ready to accept the civil rights movement. So then, you know, they have, so those adults in the 1960s, right, or those young kids in the 1960s, lived their life seeing, you know, the birth and the evolution of the civil rights movement. Well, the people that didn't disagree, or the people that disagreed, and the people that agreed with it but could not achieve their equality and civil rights, when they had children, they taught their children on both sides of the agenda. I don't want to say color, but it's pretty close to it. On both sides, said, now watch out for these people or whatever. They'll try and do this, that, and the other. And some of them speak from genuine experience. You know, you know, it's possible that black people have taught their children, with black people living in the 1960s, taught their children to watch out for police, because police back then were legitimately on the, you know, they would jail you for simply being black, you know, and so those parents taught their children, watch out for the police. And now the white parents taught their children, watch out for black kids. So and Johnny says racism is not genetic, it is taught and learned. And the parents teach their kids these things. Now there's parents out there that didn't follow that agenda and said everyone is equal, be their friends and you'll be their friend, you know. And that's what we need more of. And the division, honestly, is not going to end until this generation. When this generation grows up and has kids, when they teach their kids to coexist peacefully with each other and not to see the racism and not to see the inequality, because there is no inequality. Everyone's equal. The only division we create is what we create ourselves. When this generation teaches the next generation's children, or teaches the next generation, which will be their children, that everyone is equal and no one is better than the other, and that we should all respect each other for who we are, then we can get shit together. Because it's not going to happen in our generation. I can promise you that. Once something is learned, it is very hard to unlearn it. Very, very hard to unlearn it.
I feel bad.
Ultimately,
I shot a dude off a jet ski.
No, it's not. It's a good discussion.
I'm kidding.
It's a good discussion. Once our generation dies out, and the new generation, if taught properly about equality and the understanding of the racism that occurred earlier in lifetime, so that, you know, and we have to tell, we can't, you know, erase, you know, like, because there's a lot of these Confederate statues, right, being taken down, trying to erase the racist history. And a lot of people's arguments for those Confederate statues is we have to teach people to not do what they necessarily did. Because if we erase that, then somewhere in the future, once we have finally wiped out racism and, you know, the previous generations, you know, ill thinking towards each other, somewhere, someone in the future is going to have those thoughts again. Because it's human nature to think in a way that might benefit themselves or put down another. It's just humans. Humans are flawed. We're assholes. Everybody's an asshole. In some way, shape, or form, someone's been an asshole in their life. So, we need those reminders to say, well, hey, you should not be doing that, or we should not be doing that, or I shouldn't be saying that because that sounds a lot like this. Our generation is not going to see racial equality. It's not going to happen. There's not going to be a war over it, but we're not going to see racial equality until the new generation is properly taught about equality and coexistence. And if that's successfully done, we might be okay. Humanity might be okay, at least in the United States. If that doesn't happen, we're done diddly fucked. Like, no joke. We are fucked. We're going to kill each other. We're all going to kill each other. Everybody's going to be killing each other. We're almost at a point where we're all killing each other today. With the amount of shootings and violent acts towards each other. The amount of people killed a day with violence and, you know, possibly racially motivated is astounding. It's obviously less than it was 40, 50 years ago, but it's still pretty high.
So,
That's my thoughts on that. Anyways,
flying.
flying. We're flying the Texan 2.
You need to rename the stream.
What? I sold it.
About that.
I sold
About
it.
that.
I sold it. I did.
Yeah.
Because it's not fun to fly. You know, it's really cool to see. It's barely useful. The 3 guns are useful, but anybody with a plane, like the armor of the hull itself, the hull of the plane, the fuselage is pretty strong. All you gotta do is shoot the engine rotors, just like you would do like with the rear rotor of a helicopter. Bink, one shot, done. As soon as you lose those engines, the plane's already slow to begin with. As soon as you lose those engines, you're a rock that's gliding through the air at minimum speeds. You couldn't load anything into it. You could drop bombs from it, but it had the same amount of bombs as any other plane, any other small plane. This Texan can carry the same amount of bombs as the Bombushka. Rockstar fucked that up royally. I've seen that. But I don't think there's not a way to actually click a button to open it, and therefore it's the same thing's gonna happen. What the fuck? My plane just dipped and died. Go back, Casey. Go back and watch my stream. Look how hard I'm physically pulling my plane. It just dived straight into the ground.
Was it an accelerated stall?
I don't think so. I was not coming out of a high altitude.
We're here to help.
I have no idea what the hell just happened. Oh my god, I can't afford anything.
Have a nice day.
What the fuck is this?
You've kind of spent all your money.
I kind of have spent all my money. I need to figure out which one I'm gonna buy, or which I'm gonna purchase back.
Holy shit, I just saw Owen just slam into his own hangar.
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service?
I'm gonna rebuy the
I think we can do that.
There we go. So yeah, I sold the Bombushka because it just wasn't that fun to fly. And I bought the Rogue and I bought the Howard, the NX-25. So I got 2 planes out of it.
Let's see here.
Alright, let's see.
Were your landing gear down?
No. My landing gear was not down.
Oh.
Do you see how hard that was pulling?
Or that plane's weird physics?
I don't know, I think it was weird physics because you can physically see me pulling to pull up.
Let's jump in the fast one.
Which fast one? The Alpha?
Yeah.
You want to fly the Alpha for a little bit? Alright, let's fly the Alpha Z1.
Dead.
I hope everyone's enjoying the stream. So far I only have 1 like. But I'm doing good, so I'm happy with that. 1 is better than none. I'm getting Bojangles here soon.
How much time is the stream on?
It's been on for 33 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, damn it. I really hate that. Okay, I tried to turn on my landing lights and I entered my hangar again, so give me just a second.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain.
Classic stuff.
Alpha Z1.
Alpha Z1. I'm hungry. Bojangles cannot come quickly. Oh, Johnny says send me an invite. Yeah. Can somebody invite? I invite him to the game. You can invite him to the party.
Yeah, but I don't do invite sessions. I do friend sessions, and so I need him to add me.
I invited him.
And Tony's the party leader.
Tony. A pony boy.
Wait.
Casey, what are you flying?
The Alpha.
That doesn't look like the Alpha, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, can my camera not do that? Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Won't allow me to join. Is this a friend
I know,
session?
I need him to add me.
Oh, add Add KCRG123. Well, it'd be really great if Tony was here, so we could just suggest him and then friend him through that.
I like that GTA actually gave this thing aerobatic ability. Oh my god, I just did a pushover. Rollover.
You're such a pushover. Tony! I'm making a new party. I'm not dealing with this fucking AFK bullshit. I hope I'm still flying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I'm still flying. Hell yeah. Welcome. Welcome. Alright, there you go. Now, friend him, Casey. Ava, Avida, Ava.
I'll need another invite, and I said it's still let me join the last one.
Should be able to join now through the party. Where did you make it to?
What?
Where are you?
Hi, Chucky. Where am I? I am off the coast. I'm on the Pacific Ocean right now. I'm off the coast, off the west coast right now, heading back towards the city.
Wow. This thing's great. This might be one of the best investments I've ever done in this game.
Alpha Z1? Oh yeah. Because it moves. This thing moves.
But it's not like other stun planes where it's like so sluggish and slow. Like this thing, if you want to rip it into a hammerhead or a pushover, it's good. And then on top of that, they added smoke, which I can't get over because you can see exactly how your move went.
Did you change the color of your smoke?
I made mine white again because
Jesus!
somebody lives in a motorcycle factory.
That was a truck.
Nuh-uh.
There's construction down the road, so like you have to take like 7 S turns on every other block to get around the freaking construction.
I made my smoke white because majority of stunt aircraft have white smoke unless it's like a demonstration team like the Red Arrows or the French people, whatever they are. A Tour de France.
Oh.
Meow. Meow. That was probably not the best choice.
That didn't sound good.
That was not the best choice. And I'm out of an Alpha Z1. Nice.
Oh yes, that was beautiful. Joe, watch this.
I'm hungry.
Watch this. Ready? Go into the vertical. I don't know it's gonna work. I think I started it too early. I just wanted to be close to the... And now I can't even go cinematic. That sucks.
You're going straight down.
It didn't work. It's... Okay, so... I need to carry a little bit more speed up through the vertical. Try it again. Straight up. Okay, there we go. Now I'm cinematic. Now it should work here. Do a little bit of this, and stall it. There we go. Fly it backwards. Oh, yeah. And you didn't even see it.
Alrighty, row.
I wonder if that's because you have a bounty.
Get in. Let's go.
It's one of my new favorites.
You know, this has the. It's supposed to have that rocket assisted takeoff.
This one? No, well, not up.
Yeah, look at-
On your left.
Oh, that's really cool. If you don't have your helmet on, you don't get that little visor view from the Rogue. Did you know that, Casey?
I figured.
Well, I want the visor view, so I've got to go back.
Well, I guess you didn't have a carrier dude go through your checklist. Because you didn't activate your H&D visor.
Well, no, because I am the carrier dude. I'm the only bush shooter. I like this plane a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot. This plane drops out of the fucking sky like a rock. Okay, this
Oh,
might
God.
be a little. This might be a little bumpy. Oh no, we got it. Give me a second. You don't have to get out. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess you have to have. I guess you have to have guns or missiles to get that then. Regardless of the visor.
Should at least tell you your altitude and speed.
No. The only thing that I have that tells me that is nothing, actually. I have no gauges or meters. I have one that says airspeed and one that says
So you got an
directional.
airspeed one with it.
I have an airspeed and I have a directional. And I have a radar
Your
for some
altimeter is
reason.
behind the stick.
But there's no altimeter.
Okay, so right now I'm not flying the Howard NX-25 because I crashed it, blew it up. I don't have the money to pay for it because I'm poor. And it's a one-seater.
You know, it would have been really fun if they added the Pitts S2B, because it's a two-seater biplane, and it's about as performance-wise as the Alpha Z1.
Wow.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Okay, dead.
Alright, Casey's dead. Wonderful. Mm. We need to do another military base roleplay. We've been doing a lot of carrier. What? You did? I don't remember these things, owned you? I said I don't remember these things, owned you? What? Oh.
Our next door neighbors keep plugging their hose into our apartment building and using it to water their lawn. I left a note asking them to please stop using our water. Let the landlord know. Now they're using it again to pressure wash their basement or some shit. I was trying to take a shower. I'm like, fuck this. I go out there, I turn it off, unscrew it, tie it around the fucking old laundry line post that's out there. And now I'm waiting to see if somebody comes out and fucking unties it and replugs it back in.
Do they live in the apartment complex, or?
No, they're a couple that has like 7 kids that live in a house next door to us.
So they run a hose under your... That's stealing water. That's illegal.
It is, but it's unmetered water here in Utah.
Oh, so you don't have
like,
to pay a
we
water
don't get
bill?
water bills and shit. But
Nice.
when they use... Anytime anyone in the apartment building uses their water, it affects the water pressure on the rest of the apartment building because the water lines are like a centimeter thick. They're garbage. And I have to take a hot shower into a trickle already. If I can't take a hot shower, I get real fucking angry. I'm paying $500 a month for this place. I'm paying all my bills. I'm probably one of the only tenants that pays the rent without the state assisting them. I get a little irritated when I can't take a shower because the next door neighbors are stealing water from us. Like, oh, well, we'll talk to them. I said, you talk to them? Next time they do it, I'm going to cut the fucking hose.
Do it!
I will. I very much will. If I'm trying to take a fucking shower...
I would go and I'd tie like 150 knot kinks in it. And then zip tie all the knots together. Yeah, run a large zip tie through like 2 or 3 of the knots, zip tie them tight. And then they have to go and try and cut the zip ties off without cutting their own hose. Ooh. And then you zip tie those zip ties together. And then you wrap it up, and then you wrap it all in duct tape.
I could literally spit out my window and probably hit the side of their house before it hit the ground. That's how close the houses are.
Wow.
And I've been twice. I don't bother their kids. Their kids don't bother me. Like, they don't make a lot of noise. I don't have anything to do with it. I love kids. They're very well-behaved kids, as a matter of fact. Please and thank yous. You don't hear a lot of that out of kids anymore.
You don't.
I don't know if maybe they just forget, but every fucking night for the last 2 weeks, there's a light on right next to my bedroom. All night long, there's a light shining there.
You don't have curtains? Blinds?
I bought blackout curtains on the 20th when I got paid last.
Nice.
I said, nope, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to holler at them for accidentally leaving the light on. It happened. Maybe it's a nightlight. I slept with a nightlight. I'm not going to be that guy. And now it's fine. Now I can't see shit. And I'm happy.
Ooh, the weather's getting bad.
I got that job I interviewed for today.
Oh, nice. Weather's getting pretty bad. Sandy Shores Tower. This is whatever my call sign is. I don't have a thing on me. Great. I have one on my tail.
Angel of Death 232.
Angel of Death 232. Does it really?
It says hand of Death.
Okay.
Oh shit!
That took a turn for the worse. We're going down. There goes my plane wreckage. I spawn back in, my plane wreckage just sliding in front of me. Oh wow, there's actually legitimate smoke. That's pretty large. What? There's smoke? That smoke is like the highest smoke on GTA I've ever seen. Okay, now it's starting to die down. That's just flames.
I managed to jump out and land on the ground and just rolled without dying.
I wish the ejection seats, you know, because I wish you would like come out in an actual ejection seat. Shall we? Oh, I almost went with you. A little awkward. Okay, let's see if we can make our way to an airfield.
I can call in my car.
Yeah, let's do the car. I hate driving, I hate walking, I hate running, I hate doing anything. Oh. So I've crashed my Alpha Z1, the Rogue, and the Howard. And I can't afford to pay for any of them. Right. No. I'm gonna find a plane at the airfield. Oh.
No. I was gonna call in a plane for all of us to go in.
You don't want me to get in the car?
Oh. Thought you were already at the
Come to
plane.
the airfield?
Perfect.
When are we gonna buy the Titan?
Hey,
Or
no,
are we
no,
gonna buy
no.
the
Come
Titan?
up, come up here. I got a luxury ride over here.
I'm just sitting here in the car. Let me get out. Oh. Let's see.
Okay. Hurry up.
Be chill.
The air's coming out of the front tire. We gotta go.
The
Let's
air's
go. I
coming
got
out of the
police
front
about the engine out.
Oh shit! 5-0 inbound.
tire. Okay, go.
This is Janet Flight 102, leaving Las Vegas International Airport.
Oh hell yeah! I got bubbly. Is it really safe to be smoking a cigar inside this thing? Where's the loo? I gotta take a shit.
No pooping on the plane.
Weather sucks.
Weather does suck. You might have to fly IFR. What just blew up? What just blew up?
I'm not sure. It's a very
It'd be
nice
really
plane.
fun if they had an ILS in here. Cause, you know, then you could actually land in bad weather.
What is today? 26th. Oh, gosh.
We want to turn base when we get there.
Jose Guzman, also known as Cryptic. Hello.
They always call him Guzman.
El Chapo.
see if we can do this. Dropping the gear. The field in sight.
Where? Okay,
Oh,
I can
yeah.
see the
Boo boo.
Look at that lining up.
What the fuck?
This is gonna be rough. Just letting you know.
it's good fine.
Yay. We're back on land. It's so great to be on land. Ba ba ba. Ba da da da. Bojangles.
Oh, you got the big bunker, or the big hangar.
You gonna give us the ending
Couldn't
speech?
live
Thank you
without
for
it.
flying or whatever.
No, I'm not, because I'm not a flight attendant.
Oh.
You're
Oh,
okay.
my bad, guys. I fell down on my job duty here. All right, which one of y'all want to join the Mile High Club first?
Hi, sweetheart.
I haven't flown this thing in a while, but the weather's not very permitting today.
I'm going to go steal all of your rocket launcher ammo.
I didn't know I had any.
Did you know that some spawns up in the
Yeah,
rafters?
if you
of
look,
your
okay, so
hangar?
over here, right on this ledge right here, this one that I'm standing under, there's a heavy sniper rifle. At the
Okay.
very top, all the way towards the front, up there, on the right side-ish, there's homing launcher ammunition, and it's
Right where I am.
continuously respawning. Do you know that on you?
Right here.
That's free, and
Unlimited ammo.
rocket ammo is not cheap, so this shit is good. Good to have. Of course, now you can't jump down and kill yourself. You have to go all the way back down the stairs. Go all the way back down the ladders.
See what other aircraft I have here in my storage.
Bum bum bum.
You could take out some of that sniper ammo.
Cuban, Swift, Cuban. How the hell do I have two Cubans? Okay,
I don't know.
You get
Mallard.
one with your hangar.
Alright, everyone.
Okay,
Thank you
okay.
so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream off here. I don't know what I'll be doing next, but I really appreciate everyone that came
Siege?
and watched for a little bit. We might play another game. I have to work tonight, so I won't be streaming tonight after 11. Actually, anytime after 10, actually, I will not be streaming. So, but I really appreciate everyone being here. Thank you so much. Have a good one.